Hi friends and subscribers, hope you're all doing well. So this is going to be another album ranking, and I'm going to be ranking the studio albums of the Small Faces. Now, Small Faces, brief bit of history, a British rock band formed in 1965, fronted by Steve Marriott. So they were active between 1965 until they disbanded in 1969. Steve Marriott would form Humble Pie, and then the other members of the Small Faces recruited Rod Stewart and Ron Wood, and they formed The Faces. And then Small Faces they briefly got back together again in the mid-70s for two more albums before they disbanded permanently in 1978. So yeah, there's 5 studio albums by the Small Faces, and yeah, I've been listening to a lot of their stuff lately. They're such a great underrated band. So yeah, I'm going to rank all 5 albums. So I'm going to include the 2 70s albums they did as well. So yeah, as always, the usual disclaimer: this ranking is just based on my personal preference. You know, it's not right or wrong. It's just how I prefer these albums. And to be honest, there's not really a bad album by the Small Faces. They have a pretty strong catalogue. So, coming in at last place at number 5 is, I don't own this album, but it is 78 In the Shade. So this was their last studio album. So yeah, it came out in 1978. It's okay. It's not as good as their 60s work. You know, it's very it's not very like rocking, or because their 60s stuff was more like, I suppose you could say, mod. They were considered a mod band. But this album's more funk. This one's more of a funk soul album. Kind of similar to some of the Humble Pie stuff, which isn't a bad thing. Humble Pie are a great band. So yeah, this album, it's not bad. Yeah, it's alright. It's listenable. You know, there's some tracks that I quite dig, like Stand by Me is a pretty good song. Over Too Soon's pretty decent. But yeah, overall a decent album, but not top notch. And then number 4 is the album that came before it. That's Playmates, which was released in 1977. Again, same reason. It's an okay album. It's decent, but yeah, it's very it's funky and soulful. It doesn't really rock, but you know, it's not bad by any means. It's just not a top-notch Small Faces album. So yeah, number 4 is Playmates. And number 3, now the top 3, these 3 albums, you know, this order could change at any time, because all 3 of these albums are top notch for me. But number 3 is a motorbike just went past. Yeah, number 3 is their self-titled debut album from 1966. Now, I don't own the album on its own, but the entirety of the album is on this compilation called Ultimate Collection. So this spans the entirety of their 60s career. You know, it doesn't have any of the 70s stuff. But yeah, every song from this album, they're all here. So yeah, this is just a great debut album. It's got What You Gonna Do About It. That is a fantastic song. It's got Sha La 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 Lee, great song. Hey Girl, Shake, You Better Believe It, It's Too Late. I mean, You Need Lovin'. You know, every song's great on this album. You know, so yeah, it's number 3 for me. And number 2 is their self-titled second album from 1967. Now, I actually have the album on this. I have a homemade cassette copy of the album. There's no cover, unfortunately, but And yeah, some of the tracks from this album are on this compilation. Not all of the tracks are, but some of them are. But yeah, this is a great album. This one's slightly more psychedelic than the first album. The first album's more R&B. It's got some R&B covers on it. Whereas this one, they're starting to become a bit more psychedelic. So you got Tell Me Have You Ever Seen Me, which is a great song. Green Circles, Talk to You, Things Are Going to Get Better, My Way of Giving, Get Yourself Together, Eddie's Dreaming, Up the Wooden Hills to Bedfordshire, just all great songs. Something I Want to Tell You is a great track, which Ronnie Lane actually sings vocals on that one. Yeah, just a great album. And yeah, you also, although it wasn't on this album, you have the singles Here Comes the Nice and Itchycoo Park. They were released at around this time, but they were not on the album. Because of course, during the 60s, UK bands didn't include the singles on the album, like the Beatles, the Stones, the Who. That's just the way they did it in them days. But yeah, it's a fantastic album. And number one, it's their third album from 1968, Ogden's Nut Gone Flake. So this, of course, is a concept album, and yeah, this is their best. I only heard this album for the first time a few months ago. I've always known, some of the songs from it, but I've only heard this in its entirety a few months ago, and since then I've played this a lot. So yeah, I've got a homemade cassette copy of it, and yeah, this is an excellent album. So yeah, some of the songs are on here as well, but not all of them. But yeah, you got the title track is a great instrumental opener. Afterglow of Your Love is excellent. Song of a Baker, Lazy Sunday, Renee, Long Ago's and Worlds Apart, Happiness Stan, Rolling Over, Mad John, Happy Days Toy Town's a bit of a twee kind of track. It's quite fun. It's very Beatlesque. But yeah, the whole album is just amazing. And on the B side of the album, which is known as the Happiness Stan side, because the concept is about this kid named Happiness Stan, and you've got some spoken words narrations by Stanley Unwin. So yeah, it's quite humorous actually. Originally they wanted Spike Milligan to do it, but he said no. But yeah, Stanley Unwin is funny on this record. But yeah, so that's my ranking of the Small Faces albums. So what do you think of the Small Faces? Do you like them? Are you a fan? Have you heard their studio albums? So I know most people probably know the hits, but their studio albums are great. Well, those three albums they did in the 60s are great. The two 70s ones are okay, of course, but yeah, how would you rank these albums? And yeah, let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this ranking. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss out on on my future uploads, and have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Take care.